Hey, ever wondered where web pages go when they get old? Well, they retire to the Internet Archive, also known as the Wayback Machine, which has a whopping 600 billion of them stashed away. It's like the Internet's attic, packed with all kinds of digital goodies, minus the mothballs and those embarrassing pictures. Today, we're going to uncover a major cybersecurity drama that shook up the Wayback Machine. But just before we go there, let's zip back to 1996. Picture this: Brewster Cayley, a guy with a knack for digital content, decides, why not make a giant backup of the whole internet? Fast forward to 2001, and voila. He rolls out the Wayback Machine. It's like having a time machine for the internet, letting you peek at what websites looked like way back when, even on the day you were born. Now let's dive into the hack attack that got the internet's treasures in a tangle: the cyberattack. On October 9th, 2024, the Internet Archive was hit hard by a series of coordinated cyberattacks. These weren't just minor glitches. We're talking about serious distributed denial of service, or DDoS, attacks. Picture this: digital attackers swarming the archive's servers with so much internet traffic that it blocked regular users from getting through. It's like trying to get into a club, only to find out 1,000 people decided to show up at the same time. But wait, there was more chaos. During the attack, the culprits also vandalized the website. Imagine trying to log in and being greeted not with the usual homepage, but with a scary pop-up declaring a catastrophic security breach. It's like throwing a surprise party, but instead of balloons, you get a bucket of ice water dumped on your head. The data breach. It gets even messier, as on the same day as the cyber attacks, a huge data breach was uncovered, impacting around 31 million user accounts. That's like filling every concert hall in the country and then adding even more people. Now you might be asking, what did the hackers get their hands on? They accessed sensitive stuff like user email addresses and passwords that were supposed to be super secure because they were scrambled by something called bcrypt. Now you may be wondering, what's bcrypt? Think of it as a password superhero. Its job is to transform passwords into a secret code that's really tough to crack. This coding is so strong that even the smartest hackers have a hard time turning it back into the original password without some serious computer power. But the breach showed that even superhero passwords aren't safe if they're not handled right, especially if they're not mixed up enough, or if the security level wasn't high enough. It's a bit like having a really strong lock that you forget to turn all the way. It won't protect your goodies if it's not used properly. The API tokens, just when you thought it couldn't get worse, on October 20th, 2024, the hackers took things up a notch by stealing what's called API tokens. Think of these tokens like VIP passes to your favorite game online. They let apps connect safely to services they need. Unfortunately, the Internet Archive hadn't changed these VIP passes recently, which is as risky as not updating your password after you let a friend log into your gaming account. With these tokens in hand, the attackers could sneak around inside the system, peeking at secret data, messing with settings, and even breaking other parts of the service. It's like they had an all-access pass to cause chaos. Definitely a big no-no in the world of digital security, and something we've talked about before. Make sure you're not making the same mistakes. Check out our API videos for tips. But wait, there's more. These troublemakers even got into the email system where the Internet Archive helps users with their problems. That means they could see everything people were asking for help with. Imagine someone secretly listening in when you're asking for advice about your annoying friend at your therapy session, except that someone turns out to be your annoying friend. Recovery plan. As of October 22nd, 2024, things are looking up for the Wayback Machine as it's up and running smoothly again, handling about 1,500 requests every second. Plus, a bunch of other key services like Archive It, which lets people save and store their own web stuff, are back in action too. But not everything's perfect yet. Some parts are still in a kind of look but don't touch mode while they're getting everything 100% again. Even with all the fixing up, the Internet Archive still has a lot on its plate. In case you didn't know, as I didn't know, and probably most people don't know nor care, but they're not just fighting off hackers. They're also tangled up in some serious courtroom drama with publishers over who owns what online. Their situation is like trying to build a house of cards in the middle of a pillow fight. Chaotic and nearly impossible to keep everything from tumbling down. On top of that, the people who make the rules are really paying close attention to how the archive handles all the digital stuff it stores, especially after these recent big security oopsies. Now you may be wondering, who was behind this cyber onslaught? A hacktivist group known as SN Black Meta claimed responsibility for these attacks. Hacktivism blends hacking with activism, usually to spotlight what they see as wrongs in society or organizations. While we're not totally sure what they were aiming for this time, they definitely wanted to get noticed. Comment below if you know something the rest of us don't. So what does this all mean to you? Unfortunately, you might still hit some bumps when trying to access certain services at the Internet Archive while they fix things up. They've said sorry for the mess, knowing full well it's like finding out your favorite library is locked up right when you need it for a big exam crunch, total panic mode. Supposedly, the team at the archive is on it. They're beefing up their security and working hard to get everything running smoothly again, so they say. They're keeping everyone in the loop with updates on their blog and social channels. After all, staying connected is crucial to making sure no one feels left out, like that one sock that always disappears in the dryer, mysteriously missing. I think I have 10 of them. Really, where do these socks go? Security recommendations. I guess this is another reminder that it's super important for everyone to up their security game. Think of it as putting a better lock on your digital diary. You'll want to switch up those passwords, make them tough, unique, and something you can remember without writing it down. And if you can, turn on two-factor authentication. It's like adding a deadbolt to that lock. Just remember, your password should be a secret fortress, not something guessable like password 123. Or let me in. Make it more like Ninja Bunny 3000. That's actually a good one, maybe I'll use it. So there you have it. The Internet Archive's roller coaster ride through cyber chaos and the scramble to secure the digital fort. Perhaps they can make Internet Archives great again. Remember, folks, in the wild world of the web, staying sharp with your security is key. Don't be the weak link in the chain. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more tales from the tech side. Catch you in the comments or at our next tech videos. Also, don't forget to check out our YouTube shorts.